Good morning. It is August 16th, about 7 o'clock. My wife has just dropped me off. She will be heading home now. This is it, the final push. I'm currently hiking the access trail up to the AT, so it's like 0.8. I did this Friday when I slack packed south, so now I'm doing it to get back on north. I have 85 miles to get out of the 100-mile wilderness. So my idea is sometime next Monday or Tuesday, possibly summiting Katahdin. Really don't want to do it on the weekend if I can avoid that, but I'm going to try to push and see what happens. White House Landing no longer accepts hikers. Unfortunately, there's a lot in the hiking community that have given hikers a bad name. This is why my friend doesn't entertain through hikers unless he knows them. This is why, from what I understand, Connecticut is no longer a hiker community. So I will not be staying at White House Landing. And they did message me saying sorry about that, but so all it takes is one or two bad apples to spoil a whole bunch. That's why I'm trying to be a good ambassador to the trail. Stop and chat with people whenever I can. Try not to be a dick hiker. Screws it up for everybody else. So I am hitting the trail, and I gotta go up the barren mountain. This is my climb. It's right there. I'm pretty much at the bottom of it. I was here last August with my wife, and climb didn't seem as bad as when I did 2018. Of course, I was a newbie then, so hopefully it won't be as bad today. Get this big climb out of the way. I think we get the chairbacks, white cap, and then it levels out and somewhat, I think. So see what we can do for miles. Come along, the end is near. So as I make my way back to the AT, I got carrying about 3 days, not quite 3 days worth of food, not a dinner meal for the third day. That's in my food drop. So about 3 days or less, depends on my hiking. I do have a resupply food drop in the woods, super secret location, and I will get my second half food there, so I don't have to carry. Basically, I'm carrying like 6 days total worth of food, figuring I can make it out of. I should be able to make it 85 miles in 6 days. So, and from that point, once I get out, there's a A-ball store, so whatever I need for the remaining 1 or 2 days in Baxter, I can get there. So we continue making our way to the trail. And within 30 seconds of saying that, there's the trail. White blazes for everybody. That's the way we go. A little bit of a view. There'll be more coming. Unfortunately, the barren slide is again closed. It was closed last year at this time, so I don't know how long it takes that falcon to, get them hatchlings out of the nest, but unfortunately we can't go to the barren slide, and we just continue to head up to Barren Mountain. Trail's really nice. Soft pine, a little bit of rocks, roots, typical, but we might have some rain coming in tomorrow. I just hope the rain holds off, because I like the trail to stay nice and dry for the remainder and have a nice sunny day to go up Katahdin. And of course, that's the big question mark. I'm sure I'm not the only one that thinks about that. what happens when I get into Baxter thing. Figure out where to stay, how long to stay, how to exit. I got some ideas. We'll see how they work out. Like everything else, the plans have to be etched in jello because they can change. But for now, we're making our way to the top of Barren Mountain. Here we go, people. Barren ledges. Told you get some views. This is why they consider Maine most beautiful state in the AT. There's Borestone Mountain. Climbed that last August when I was here. That is lower than here, but that is actually a tough vertical climb at the end. You're talking bouldering with the iron bars and all that stuff. So if you're ever in Monson, go there, go do that. And there's where I'm heading, top of the mountain. You might be able to see the old tower, but we were here last August about this time, enjoying these views. Took my wife up here. She has never been up here. Stayed at the 100 Mile Wilderness Cabins in Monson, buddy's place. So now we get back to the trail and head up there. See you at the top. Barren Mountain, everyone. There's Borestone. There's the moon. There's the old tower. Just a chat with a section hiker named Legs. He's getting ready to finish his section hike with a ascent of Katahdin. He and I are both on the same page. We do not want to summit on the weekend. So there we go. Barren Mountain. Wah, wah, wah. You can climb up that. There's some pictures. All right, people. The last marker you're gonna see before Katahdin. Dum dum dum. Plane crash.
Oh, there's so many of them on the mountains in the north.
All right, everyone. It is 4:38 p.m. I haven't been doing a lot of filming today because I ended up hiking with a section hiker named Leg. Where the heck's he from? He's from Arkansas. So we've been hiking together. We just separated here at Katahdin Ironworks Road, where he was getting a ride back to Shaw's with Poet. And Poet, I asked Poet, I said, make me an offer, get me off trail for the night. It wasn't cost me $80 to get the shuttle back the next day, and $35 for a bunk. So I'm like, I passed on that. It wouldn't have cost me anything to ride back today because it was already paid for by leg. Now, had he offered, since he'd be coming back tomorrow anyhow, just to pay for a bunk, I definitely would have just paid for a bunk, $35 for a bunk, and went back with him, but it's all good. And right there was a 2016 through hiker doing some trail magic with some PBRs, some Coke, hot dogs, oranges, bananas, and I met a couple of Sobo guys from Central Mass. Funny guys in there. They don't have trail names yet, but they're heading south. A guy from France, stranger, he's ahead of me now. He took off, and there's another gentleman back there getting some trail magic. So I am in my end of the day mode. I normally like to hike till 6. I think there's water ahead shortly. I'm gonna camel up on everything, and then I don't know. I think I'm at like 15 miles now. Do I have another 5 miles in me? I was told it's pretty much going to be a red carpet ride from this point on, except there is I think a couple of climbs. But if you look at the map, it's like a downhill flat until, I know there's a mountain right before I think you get out of the 100-mile wilderness, and I can't think of the name. I think it starts with an N, but I know that's a climb. But aside from that, it looks like it's going to be pretty nice hiking from here on out till that point in Katahdin. And I'm getting a lot of information from people like Poet from Shaw's, nice guy. He's giving me some pointers on where to stay, where I can leave my gear to do a kind of a slack pack up to Katahdin, so I don't have to take all my gear. You know, talking about the Rangers. He says they do like hikers and they try to help hikers, so the rumor that they don't like hikers is not true. And then talking about, you know, the store, how they kind of not fans of hikers anymore, but I'm going to I've always tried to be a good ambassador on trail, talk to people and get to know them, so I'm going to try to do that. Unfortunately, I can't do that with the White House Landing people, or I would, because I would love to try to stay there. But it's not going to be in the cards. It's supposed to be cold and maybe rainy next couple of days, so I'm just going to push. See what I can get out for miles. Just do my thing. So that's that. So now we're going to look for some water. It's supposed to be coming up shortly. And there's a stream right there if I want to go there, but it says I should be crossing it. And then I'm just going to be in the look for a campsite mode. Call it a night. Oh boy. Not sure I like what I'm seeing. Do I have to cross? Not at the moment. Alrighty, made it across. I'll start looking for water in about a mile. There's a stream. I'm not gonna get water here. And a campsite. Yeah, that's funny kind of people you meet. I just crossed that river. And there's about 4 people over there, and they were picking my brain. One guy was from the Littleton area. Hey guys, can I give you some trail magic? I'm like, sure. So he gives me a sleeve of Ritz crackers, and I polished off the rest of his, I think he had some cheddar cheese. He goes, just eat the rest, we're done for the day. I said, I'll be full before I have my dinner. He goes, that's a good thing, isn't it? So, I'm currently in this lovely trail. Oh, I still hear the river. But, it's like just after 5. There's a little over a mile to another water source. Unless I find a nice camping spot here, then maybe I'll just call it a day, but I'm kind of under, just at 15 miles, so not quite a 20-mile day, so Nice kind of stagnant water there. So we'll go see what this brook has to offer. And then they call all this the red carpet because I know there's another big climb before you get out of here. The 100-mile wilderness. And that's a ways from here. I know the mountain starts with an N, but I just can't remember it. So I'm just going to go until I find some water again. But like I said, it's only 5, so I was going to hike until 6. That water's kind of nasty right there. You know, last resort I would take it, but I don't have a last resort at the moment. But those southbound hikers did confirm that there was a water source coming up. So I'm just going to go there, fill up with water, and then from that point on I will start looking for a site. They said there's plenty of stealth sites, so we shall see if that rings true. Other than that, it's been a pretty good day. Hiking with a leg. Put the miles in, he's off. Shuttled back. Shaw's picked him up. And then staying with his parents, who have been following him with a motorhome, I guess. And Poet did offer to take me back, but the price tag was high. So I respectfully declined. But I get it, you gotta charge for the shuttles, so it's all good. On trail, like 85 miles left, I think, in my journey. Alrighty, I am banging it right. 10 miles to Whitecap Mountain. Think I can get that done today? I don't think so. Say, this Gulf Haggis, so they don't want you camping there. So that is that way. I am going this way, and assuming I can camp here now, I'm gonna start looking for a site. There's a site right there. It's not too terrible. They got a rope around it, so, and there's revegetation going over there, it looks like a rope. I'm going to be respectful of that, and I'm going to keep going a little bit further. See what this sign says about the goshawks, or whatever they call them. Haven't seen one yet, so that's what I'm going to do now. It's before 6, so it's getting to that point where I need to find a place to camp, so just gonna go a little further from that intersection, see what I can find, and get ready to call it a night. Get some din-din, eat my sleeve of Ritz crackers. Been a good day. Getting closer to Katahdin. All right, not the best sight in the world, but trail's right there. It's kind of blocked a little bit. Hear the water. Sun is going down. I don't have much time, so that's it. We're taking it for the night.
That's all, folks.